Hello, welcome. Thank you for watching. So my name is Dương and this is Learning by Saying. And today the topic would be the part 2 of the sharing for the book Deep Work. It was the last sharing was on 20th of December. And at that time I was talking about what is deep work and why deep work is important. And today I will be focusing on the how we can what are the how can we apply it, or the what's the recommendation, right? So a bit of summary. So what is deep work? Deep work is the ability to focus, like stay intensely focused on doing work that require thinking or active engagement. And it contrasts to shallow work, where shallow work is you can understand is like logistical in the nature and routine based, and it doesn't add much value. So for example, deep work is like in a book, and when you know you are in deep work when, like you say, I'm in a flow, right? So of course, why deep work is important, because in order to create something we need to be focused. And nowadays it's very important, very difficult, because we have so much distraction, like with the social media and with all these email and technologies, whereby it require us, and my mobile phone, it require us to have a um, constant engagement and response, right? So how, next we come to the practical steps. How can we apply this deep work in our daily life? First, choose a philosophy. Okay, this one I talked before. Like basically, there are different type of deep work you can choose. For me, I choose like maybe every day a specific timing, maybe early morning, that I can work for my own project. Right? So you can, yes, you can review in the previous session. And okay, I think this one I didn't cover. Okay, there are four discipline of execution. This is important, right? First, have only a few for goal setting. We all set goal, right? And but sometimes we feel overwhelmed because we have too many goals and cannot focus. So first important principle is only set a few, very few important goal, which is called widely important goals, small number of critical goals, so it's easier for us to keep track. And second is act on the lead measures. Leads versus lag measures. Leads is lag measures. Measures here, I mean, is like KPI, or something that we can monitor or keep track to know the progress of our work. So lead measures is like time. For example, how much time I spend on a project is a lead measures. Like if I spend 4 hours, right, so I can say that I work more if I spend 2 hours on the project, maybe a week, right? So by monitoring the time, I know how much effort I put in, but it doesn't mean the quality of the work, right? But the lag measure is the one that show the quality of the works. For example, uh, if I work, let's say if I write, I want to write a book, right? And the lag measures is, for example, like numbers of chapters that I have finished, completed writing. So if I, so if what he said is we focus on the lead measures, to monitor the lead measures, not the lag measures, like not focusing on the end result. Because when we act on the lead measures, we can change. We can change because we monitor. Maybe, for example, if I see how much time I spend, but then I check the quality of the work. If the quality of the work is not that good, then maybe I review the timing and so on, right? Yeah. Okay, so the next point is on the four discipline execution is compelling scoreboard, which means that we keep the scoreboard of the lead measure and show how a milestone is hit. For example, milestone is like a problem is solved or finished an article writing. Yeah. So we have a scoreboard that monitor the lead measure like timing or any input measure. Then we can see it clearly and easily. Yep. The number fourth is accountability. Review the lead measures and with a like for example, if you work in the team and you review in a meeting, regular meeting, you review the lead measure, like how much effort people put in or how much time people put in, and what was the agreed actions before, and what's the result, right? So these are the four disciplines of execution is used in corporate world when managing the project. So the author advised us that we can use this for our own deep work activity as well. Next is planned downtime. I think I mentioned before, downtime is very important. The rest, the more rest we have, the deeper the work. So, and also I mentioned last time, we can only work maximum 4 hours or deep work a day. So in evening, no more work. No work in the evening, no email, right? The second point I want to mention, second how uh, point that we can apply is called embrace boredom. This one is difficult. It is the ability to escape the boredom, like checking internet while, for example, while queuing for food in the lunchtime. Um, in you schedule the break in the focus, right? So and meditate productively as well. Yeah. So what he said that is reduce the tendency, control ourselves not to and whenever we have a short time, control ourselves not to use like internet or checking email and so on, because that one will give us the distraction and also the what do you call that, the tendency to use internet. Then when we are in the deep work, I mean when we engage in the deep work, then we will lose the ability to control ourselves because we are so used to it, checking email, checking internet very short time, or checking news. Yeah. Number three, he argues that we should also quit social media because you know social media is also distracting and addictive. It takes a lot of time. Yeah. And so we can see, evaluate whether we can completely remove the social media or not. He said that can be, you can do like 30 days if you don't use social media. What will happen? Yeah, because social media is like TV. When we engage, we we lose the time. Like for me, when I just follow the timeline and see the news and so on, then I lose track, and then I lose focus and momentum for my energy as well for work. And important also, he said that stop using those like Reddit, Huffington Post, Business Insider, because this is the enemies of depth. I mean, those are not in-depth articles, right? And the fourth, he said that we can use the time blocking. For example, use overload, okay, or fixed schedules in the productivity. For example, no work after 5:30. Then we work backwards. When we plan the day, then we will know that we have limited time. And next is be hard to reach, be not so easily reached by people, and also no response by email if the email doesn't fit the interest or doesn't fit schedules or is ambiguous or nothing bad can happen. So stop the tendency to respond email immediately. Yes, because this one is very destructive to productivity. So that is my sharing for the how-to part in this deep work. And so there's a summary. The first one is work deeply. Second tip is embrace boredom. Those free time, don't use phone. And number 3, quit social media. And number 4, drain shallows. Yep. So that is my sharing. Thank you for watching. And if you feel you benefit, then please like, and you can share with others as well. And do read the book. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.